は大事な授業だ。いつもみたいな仮病は許さんぞ。
目覚めら。このままだと私の中にいる誰かがこの体を。
めぐみん、お前まさかお前の中に封印されていたあれが目覚めようとしているのか。仕方がない。そこで休むことを許す。その封印決して解放するな。
了解しました。では失礼します。
Explosion! You know, when you think of spin-off anime, you may be in the same mindset as a lot of us are, in that the studio or however the spin-off anime got greenlit, that they should have instead just focused that in giving us another season of the thing that, or the property that we already love. But what I've come to find, especially in recent memory, is spin-off animes have been doing really, really well. Now, they're still few and far between. There's not like a whole lot of them. But like if I think of recent ones like Slime Diaries that we got in part with the Slime anime, right? And now I think about this, or I even think about like the progressive movies that we get for Sword Art Online, or different movies that we've gotten for like Beyond Boundaries, stuff like that. I think that in the past 5 or so years, I think that the spin-off anime that we've gotten have been really, really good and are deserving of standing on their own enough. So when I heard about Konosuba, An Explosion on This Wonderful World, featuring Megumin, explosion, my favorite character in Konosuba. I think she's best girl. I think she's best waifu. She is my favorite character in Konosuba, and whatever that says about me, I don't care. She just is. Like, I'm even looking over, if you guys can see, I'm even looking over here. My effing, this was not staged. My effing background for one of my monitors is literally Megumin. Like, she is like one of my favorite characters. And I rewatch, and I've watched Konosuba like all the time, and it's one of those anime that I rewatch it probably a couple times a year. It's just a really great anime to have in the background as I'm playing, Switch, playing, Vita, playing on my phone, or just, scrolling in Twitter. It's just one of those things I can always put on and have in the background, similar to other anime that I hold in that same regard. And because it's short enough, you can complete it, in a couple of days if you really go at it and everything. So, long story short, when I heard about this, I was beyond excited that we're getting a spin-off that features Megumin, and her, she's probably the funniest character outside of the main character. She's probably the funniest supporting character, between Darkness and all of them. I always really liked the way Megumin kind of really has her comedy and everything, and then between her and between Yunyun, especially. Even if I think about like the Konosuba movie that featured a lot of Yunyun in it, like I just think like, yeah, I want more of that. So I was so excited to jump into this. So part of what you clicked on was, should you watch it? Absolutely. I don't think that there is a world where you're watching this anime without loving or really being a fan of Konosuba. I just don't think that a person like that exists. And if you're wondering, should you watch it? Like, absolutely yes. This episode 1 had everything I love about Konosuba in it. A, Megumin, but B, it had freaking hilarious comedy, banter between Megumin and Yunyun. Megumin freaking making a super powerful elf mage lady feel inferior to her. She got an elf lady who basically saved the land from like an all-powerful dragon to say that she was all-powerful, could grant any wishes, and based on Megumin's request, she ended up at, I'm just like a mid-tier mage. I can't really do all that much. Like, she got her from top of the mountain back to down below the rest of us. And comedy over and over and over again. So should you watch it? Absolutely yes. Like, I'm struggling to find, and I cannot find one reason to not watch this anime. The only reason I can truly find is if you don't have any familiarity with Konosuba whatsoever. Like, if that's you, go watch Konosuba and then come back. Like, that's the only reason I would say don't watch it, is like if you just had never watched Konosuba at all, or if you never finished it or anything like that. Like, go watch Konosuba, go watch the movie, go watch all of that first and then come back. And by the time you come back, it'll probably be on episode 2 or 3, and you'll be able to appreciate it more. But this episode was amazing, and it was awesome. One of the things I really wanted from this show specifically was, like, where did Megumin's obsession with explosion magic come from? Like, where did her, like, strong, like, obsessive personality with this specific magic type, where did it stem from? And we were able to finally find it out. It wasn't a mentor. It wasn't a teacher. She witnessed a pink-haired elf lady who's super powerful use explosion magic. Now, the one thing is that lady didn't pass out or anything, so it seems that she doesn't know just explosion magic, unlike Megumin, who's like, F everything else, I'm doing explosion magic. So she saw this elf lady save the land, and she thought that explosion magic was beautiful, so she got obsessively obsessed with explosion magic. So much so that she's now called the deranged user of explosion magic. I thought was hilarious. It then shows her going to school, and apparently her dad made it big that elf lady ended up buying something off of her dad, and he was able to buy her a uniform and send her off to the academy. In the academy, she meets Union as well as some other supporting cast characters. And we come to find out during this that explosion magic in the demon's world, or in where she is, it's regarded as joke magic. That nobody pursues explosion magic because it has zero practical use. And that kind of deflates her a little bit. But Union, is the stalker type. She's follower. She lets her know that, hey, even if they're saying it's a joke, it's okay. And she basically give the big finger to Union anyways. Then we got to see her in school kind of like practice battling. We find out that the most important part of battling is looking cool. And we got to see Megumin use 𝐒𝐻𝐽𝐻𝐽 to pretend to be sick to get out of PE. So overall, I think this season we're going to get a really strong arc of Megumin at school doing all kinds of crazy things on her pursuit of explosion magic. And I'm assuming the ending of the season will maybe have her finally leave the village, or finally be able to go somewhere, or finally maybe take off to where she met to where she met Kazuma and them, to where she met Kazuma and Aqua. I'm thinking that we probably won't get more than one season, which is okay. But I hope that the end of the season, maybe episode, I think, how many episodes are we getting? 12 or 13? Let me see specifically. We are getting 12 episodes this season. So I'm hoping by episode 12, it has her, finally leave on her adventure, meeting Aqua and Kazuma. And that's where kind of the main story of Konosuba takes place. Or, if we don't get there, maybe we get this really cool adventure between them. Regardless, I am all in. I think this episode was amazing. It was a fantastic showing for an explosion of this wonderful world. I can't wait to see more of Megumin. Again, my favorite character. I easily 9 out of 10. I always say that it's very rare I see a 10 out of 10 anime. I still think this is a 9 out of 10. Probably the highest. It will be super high rated. Now, will I be reviewing this every single week? Let me know if you guys want to see that in the comments below. I'm basing what I watch this season every single week based off views, based off likes, based off comments. So if you guys want to see me cover this every week, I'd be more than happy to. I love Megumin. Regardless if I don't cover this or not, I'm going to watch it. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see me review this every single week. But hey, explosion. Let's go. All right, my friends, I'm going to see you guys in more anime in spring. We have tons more anime. Check out the video on screen now. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.